Hey everybody, it's Dave Andrew with Little Things from Dashboard. Yeah. I'm going to touch on some of the things we talked about in my last video. Manifestation. Manifesting for real, not just all the hoopla and all of the, smoke screens and all that stuff. Not just the positive thinking, not just the talking to yourself and repeating things a million times over. Because I'm sure a lot of you have probably tried this and found that you can repeat something a million times if you want, and nothing's going to happen. So we're going to go a little bit deeper, and we're going to talk more on the reality of real manifestation and what does it take to truly manifest the things in your life that you want to have without all of the, for lack of a better term, all of the other BS that you probably watch on or have seen or listened to on countless other videos or podcasts or whatever else. So let's go ahead and get down to it, and let's look into how to make this happen and what to do to make it not happen. Okay, we're going to talk about how to make it happen and how to make it not happen. So first off, I'm going to ask a couple questions, and I really would like people to put responses or answers in the comments. Ask me questions. I will do my best to get back and answer any questions that anybody might have. And, it really works with a little bit more participation, with people giving me comments. It helps me find what people are really looking for. So, ask yourself, have you ever been stuck? Have you ever been stuck in a place in your life and you can't figure out how in the world to get past what it is, and how do you get out of a situation, and how do you get past the situation, and how do you truly manifest these things in your life that you want to have? So let's start off with what you don't do. Okay? You don't sit there and hum and hold your hands together and twiddle your thumbs and sit like a Buddha and all that. Yeah, okay. If you want, go ahead. If that works for you, fantastic. I honestly don't know anybody that's worked for, but go ahead if it works for you. And sit and repeat the same thing over and over. That doesn't work. That's not how you manifest what it is you truly want. So what do you do to make these things actually take place? Whether it's, finances, romance, a better job, whether it's your health, whether it's purchasing that dream home that you've always wanted, whether it's driving that sports car or that new bass boat or buying 100 acres of land, whatever it might be. So what you need to do is you honestly need to take time, and the early morning hours is absolutely the best. Your body responds the greatest between the hours of 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. Why? I don't know, and you're going to be hard-pressed to find out why our brains and our body and our emotions respond the greatest at that hour of the day. I'm up every day around 3 o'clock, and every day that's when I do my meditations. And when you are looking at truly manifesting something in your life, you can't just half-heartedly do it. You cannot just say, I want this house, or I want this car, or I want this relationship, or I want whatever. You have to truly immerse your entire being into what it is you are trying to manifest. Okay? Think about that now for a minute. You have to truly immerse yourself into what you are trying to manifest. So if you are trying to manifest let's just take a new home, okay? You have to put yourself in that new home You're not there. You don't have it, right? But you have to put yourself in that new home. Emotionally, you have to feel every emotion that you will be going through when you purchase that new home. What does the floor feel like in the kitchen, the living room, the dining room, the bedrooms, the bathrooms? What do they look like? How do you feel while you are in those places? You have to completely put yourself into the future in order to have what you want. You have to put yourself where you want to be before you get there. And I know I've said that before, but it's so important because you are never going to accomplish the manifestation of the things that you want without placing yourself there first. You have to imagine yourself and feel the excitement of you walking up to that door of that brand new home, walking into it. What does it look like? How does it feel? You have to put yourself in that position, see? Because if you don't, all it is wishful thinking. All it is positive thinking. All it is talking to yourself. Now, let me step back a minute. If you say, I want a house with this, 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 and this, and this, and you put yourself into that home emotionally, and as you're walking through that home emotionally, and you're feeling everything, and you're saying, I want this brick fireplace, and you feel yourself in front of that brick fireplace. I want a 3-stall car garage. I want a kitchen with an 8-burner cooktop on it, double convection ovens, beautiful marble floors. I want granite countertops. And you feel it. You literally are feeling what it is. That's different than just self-talk, or that's different than just wishful thinking. That's different than visualization, okay? You are visualizing it, but you have emotionally put yourself into that place. So that's how you get to that point. You start there. And how do you strengthen that to really make this manifest in your life? How do you strengthen that to make it all come true for you? First, after you've done all of this, you have to be consistent. If you go to the gym and lift weights for a day, you're not going to turn into a professional bodybuilder, okay? You have to consistently, every single day, take the time to sit in that solitude and put yourself in that position every single day until it comes true. And I promise you, if you do these things, it will come true. You can't do it once a month. You can't do it once a year. You can't do it once a week. You need to commit to yourself to place yourself in a position of absolute silence and quiet, and sitting to where you can feel your heartbeat, sitting to where you are at the absolute most peace and calm in your life. The other thing you don't want to do is force it. Because as soon as you try to force something to happen, the quantum physics of the universe are simply going to take and push it away. Because what you're doing now is you're trying to force it because you don't believe it can truly happen. Once you start doing this, you have to completely, 100%, without ever turning back, believe that this is going to take place. If you do that, these things will manifest in your life. I'm going to be going into a few other videos like this. I'm going to be talking about even deeper how you can make this happen. I keep my videos to 10 minutes because I think that's important. Stay tuned. Look for my next video. Share it. Give me responses. Ask questions. Comments. Everything. God bless. This is Dave Vander with Little Things from the Dashboard.